Okay, in this section we're going to be looking at just a loan question and a couple of the things that can be asked in that. So it's the same with any question, you've got to read it beforehand. So let's have a look at this one. It says you buy a house for $560,000. So that gives us how much we're going to borrow. And find a rate of 6.78% per annum, compounding monthly for 25 years. How much is each payment? So once again, you've got to write down the N, I, PV, payment, future value, payments per year, compounding periods per year. That should nearly be automatic. And then you're filling in some information. So 25 lots of 12, 6.78 for the interest rate, $560,000 is your present value, and you're looking for payments, so that's the one you're missing. So you grab your calculator. We're using the same functions as before, and we're using the same kind of going to the same area. So we come scrolling down till we get to TVM. Choose that one and go to F2, which is your compound interest, and hit that one, and we put in the information that we've got. So 25 times by 12 will give us our N. Our I is 6.78. Our present value is how much we've borrowed for the house, which is $560,000. Our payment we don't know, future value is 0. We come scrolling down, just check payments per year of 12, compounding periods per year of 12, so that's cool. So we're trying to find the payment, because the question is asking how much is each payment. So we come down to, if we have a look across the bottom here, payment is F4, so you hit F4 and it'll give us a payment of $3,879.72. So you can write that down there. So it's the $3,879.72. $3,879.72 is your payment. Now that is per month. Okay, so that's the first part. The next question then says, okay, if that's your payment, what is the balance? What is the balance after 12 years? So once you go to balance, we are looking at the amortization button on the calculator. So you'll have your screen looking like this. And what you want to do is go to amortization, which is F4. So it's dark with the letters are white and the surround is black. So you hit F4, and now you've got a PM1 and a PM2. That's slightly different. So PM1 is the first payment that we're looking at, and PM2 is the last one. So if we come back to our question, it says what is the balance after 12 years? So after 12 years, the loan's been going, they want to know how much you still owe. So payment 1 will be number 1, payment 2 is going to be 12 years times by, it's done monthly, which is 12. So when you come to your calculator, you put in 1 for PM1, 12 times by 12 for PM2, oops, 12, and go execute. And now what you're looking at is we're looking at our balanced. Our balance is that bit there, BAL, which is F1. So as soon as we hit that, it'll tell us our balance is $405,046. So in here, you can write down 405, oops, I've forgotten what it was. Let's go balance again. 405, 401, 546, 401, 546. 546.61. So this is about halfway of the loan, and if you think about it, we have gone halfway into our loan and we've only paid off $100,000. Well, you would have thought that if the house is $560 and you've been paying all this money off, that you'd be getting a lot further than that. But what happens is, because your loan takes a long time to repay, this first period of payments in here are really got to do with paying off a whole lot of interest. So in this bit here, you're paying off a whole lot of interest before you actually start taking a lot of money off your principal. So it means a lot of the money that you spend in that first bit, like in this case, the first 12 years, your $100,000 comes off the principal, and all the rest of the money is just sitting there. So how much interest is paid in the first 12 years? Well, once again, we're using this AMT button with 1 and 12 times by 12. And on your calculator, all you need to do is go to repeat, and across the bottom it has interest, and sigma in here is adding up the interest that you've paid between the first payment and the payment after 12 years. So you just go up and down to F4, hit F4, and you'll have $400,226. $400,226.25. So in the first 12 years of paying off that loan, you've paid $400,000 in interest. That is just amazing, and that's because that the first lot of your payments is nearly eaten up, completely eaten up in paying off the interest. So it's quite an amazing thing. So if you think about that, by the time you've paid this whole loan off, you're going to be paying a lot of money in interest. So the idea is to pay your loan off as quickly as you can.